Hello everybody, my name's Dave, and welcome to my channel, Colossus is Awesome. This is my first YouTube video, and at the end of it, let me know how you think I did. If you guys liked it, hit subscribe, and I'll make some more. So, I thought I would do, for my first video, a CBCS unboxing, and also a CBCS PGX comparison. I sent a few books into PGX, got the grades back. I don't really like PGX, so I cracked them open. I sent them to CBCS. We'll see the grades. I sent in a total of 9 books. I do not know what the grades are. As soon as CBS gives you that shipping notification saying that your books have been graded, they're ready to be shipped, I don't go onto the CBCS website because your grades are displayed right there, and I like to actually be surprised. Well, I know one of the grades because it was just a reholder. Anyway, let's get to it. I already opened the box. Like I said, I don't know the grades yet. I wrote down what I think they would be. I didn't send in anything too significant. The reholder one is Spider-Man 129, First Punisher. I already know the grade of that one. But the other ones that I sent, mostly Bronze Age, a few moderns. X-Men 94, I think it was going to be between an 8.0 and an 8.5. So we'll see. Same thing with X-Men 100. I think that's going to be between an 8.0 and an 8.5. X-Factor number 6 versus Apocalypse. That was one that was a PGX. It was a PGX 9.2. Thought it looked much better. So I'm hoping a 9.4, 9.6. The New Teen Titans number 2 for Deathstroke. That was a PGX 8.0. I just hope it came back in 8.0. Batman Killing Joke. I said 9.6, so we'll see. And I had also sent in an Iron Fist 14. I said a 9.0. Venom Lethal Protector, issue 1. The gold version, I said a 9.6. And then Tales of the Teen Titan 44, Origin of Deathstroke. I said an 8.5. I had that comic since I was a kid, so there's just nothing really significant about it. It's a fairly cheap comic, but thought I'd send it in. So, alright, let's start it off. There's three boxes here. Okay. Alright. Right off the bat, got the reholder. They're always hard with the glare. Spider-Man 129, First Punisher. It's also the first Jackal. I actually have an 8.5 CGC, and this actually looks better than my 8.5. I think I got lucky with my 8.5. Off-white white pages. I really do like these new CBCS labels. I've always liked their cases. They're much more clear than the PGX and the CGC. They have more of a blue tint to them, where these ones are a white tint. Yeah, overall it's a nice book. I'll probably be selling this one. Don't really need 2 of them, so. Alright. Oh. X-Men 94. New X-Men Begins. Second appearance of Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Thunderbird. Sunfire Quits. Well, I got white pages, but only a 7.5. Normally I agree with CBCS's grades. This one I don't really agree with. It's got fairly, can't really probably tell, but sharp corners, or maybe slightly rounded, but overall it's a really nice presenting book. It has some color, I mean, it's hard with the darker covers. You get much more of the, you know, the white color breaks up the spine with the darker colors, but, you know, it's a 7.5, I guess you can't complain too much. Alright. There's only 2 in that box, so let's do the other one. This one. Okay. Alright, so I got my stack right here. Alright. Batman the Killing Joke. 9.4. I said 9.6. Guess I'm not doing that well today. I don't know. I guess I would have to look at the graders notes. This is for you guys who don't own this book. It's a pretty hard book. It's kind of like it's much thicker, so typically the grades on these books are much higher compared to other books. I really thought that it would be much higher than this, but yeah, 9.4. Alright, next one. Oh, okay. Iron Fist 14. 9.0. Off-white pages. I said 9. Alright, I was right with one of them. So near mint minus. I love that cover. If you can't tell from my title, I'm a huge X-Men fan. Specifically, I love Colossus. But Sabretooth is a badass villain. I think this book is super undervalued for what it is. Yeah, super happy with that one. Alright, next one. Oh, okay, cool. New Teen Titans 2, first appearance of Deathstroke, Slade Wilson. 8.5. And yeah, I said I hoped an 8.0 actually, because I have my this is, so I know PGX gets a really bad rap with not being very consistent with their grades. I've only used them twice, and I thought for the most part they were pretty accurate. I never sent anything too pricey. Like, I would always use CGC or CBCS if I was sending in anything super significant. But I think they kind of do get a bad rep. I'll personally not use PGX anymore, but it's not for their grading or their inconsistencies in that nature. I'll go into why I won't actually use them anymore. But overall, they have really good customer service, really fast turnaround time, and from the grades I've gotten in my case, I've never really had a problem, except for in my case, I thought my grades should have been higher, where most people would crack open their slabs and send them in, and typically they always get a grade lower, even 2 grades lower, half grade or 1 full grade. I've had the opposite effect from one, so far 8.0, 8.5, my grade actually bumped, and I didn't press this or anything like that. I should have, because there is some definite pressable defects that don't break color, but I'm happy with the grade. So I don't need 9/8. I mean, I would love 9/8, but all right. Oh, okay. X Factor number 6. This is the first full appearance of Apocalypse. He appeared in a cameo in the previous X Factor number 5. It's got a 9.4. So I said between a 9.4 and 9.6, and actually this is another PGX book that I cracked opened, and they gave me a 9.2. So I definitely thought they missed the mark a bit. I still think this should be higher than a 9.4. It's got really sharp corners. Like, I haven't seen like corners this sharp on an 80s book. I mean, typically you see them on the modern books, but these are the sharpest corners I think I have on any book, and it only got a 9.4. But I mean, there's some, you know, spine ticks, but they're very minor. But oh, I'm happy for the grade bump, and like I said, I've had an opposite experience with PGX. Typically, my grades have come back higher when I sent them into CGC or CBCS. When I do look for PGX books like on eBay and whatnot, I typically you see some scary stories with how they crack it open and they send it in and it comes back restored. That's one thing you have to watch out with PGX. They seem to miss trimming a lot. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube or just PGX books for sale on eBay in general that typically they look like they're trimmed, and those are the ones that they typically miss. They're pretty good with like Color Touch and tear seals and stuff like that. I have one restored book from them, and I knew it was restored when I was sending it in, and the Color Touch was super minor, and they did catch that, but from what I've seen, they typically miss trimming. So when I'm purchasing a book, because you can get them cheaper on eBay, that's what I look for, is to make sure that it looks like it's hasn't been trimmed or anything like that. So, all right, a few more books, and I think that's it. Last box. All right, last three. Okay. So, all right. So this is my Venom Lethal Protector 1. This is a signature verification. I did get this signed by Mark Bagley back in the day. I never get 9.8s from CBCS. I think this is the first 9.8 I actually have by CBCS, but sorry. These sleds are always hard with like the glare. Yeah, pretty pumped about that. I was hoping for a 9.6. Like I said, this is another. These are the foil covers. Typically, these are higher grade too, just because they are harder film. And I don't think you can press these. I think with the foil, if you press these, even with like low heat, it picks up the hologram from it. That's what I heard. Okay. Okay. Tales of the Teen Titan 44. First appearance is Dick Grayson as Nightwing. Big Deathstroke fan, so I totally forgot that that was his first appearance as Nightwing. I basically got it for the origin of Deathstroke, but 9.0, white pages. Not really. I'm surprised that it came back in 9.0. In all honesty, I had this book for a very long time. There's a with these black covers. There's a lot of spine ticks along here, and little color loss at the corners. So I mean, I'm super happy. I'm not gonna complain. I was hoping for an 8.5, I think. Yeah, an 8.5 came back 9.0. God, I think I got 1 or 2 right on the money. But yeah, nice. Okay. And last one, this would be the X-Men 100. Okay. 8.5. I love this. It's probably one of my all-time favorite covers. I love Dave Cockrum's art. Super talented. That's the only reason why I wanted to slide this, just because I love this cover. 8.5, I think that's what I was hoping for. Yeah, an 8.5, that's what I kind of graded it at. In all honesty, the X-Men 94, I think they're pretty much the same. And CBCS does like a little, star asterisk at the top left corner if the book appears to be in nicer condition, presents nicer. That wasn't even on the 94. A lot of people actually hate that star. I kind of like it. It kind of tells you that, a lot of people, just think, when sending in a book, it's not just like the cover, the spine, the corners. You have 36 pages in the interior, so there could be like rips or stains on the covers or on the pages. I'm sorry, that you can't see, and that kind of that's what I kind of think about it. But all right, well, that's my unboxing. So, well, I kind of already briefed up on my comparison. So, those two books, X Factor number 6 and the New Teen Titans number 2, I cracked those open and I got a grade bump on both of them without pressing them or anything like that. Oh, and I didn't even notice, I got better. They graded my New Teen Titans 2 cream to off-white, and I believe on that one I didn't have any cream. I think it was just off-white to white pages, so they gave me better page quality with CBCS. So I did crack open a couple more PGX that I'm now sending into CGC, so we'll see what those come back as. And then the one book I'm going to show you right now is another one I'm going to crack open and send over to CGC. And this is why I choose not to use PGX anymore. It's not that their grades, there's inconsistency in it, because I've never had any issues. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I thought their customer service was top notch. Their turnaround time was super fast. I think for these ones I sent in December and I just got them back, so a pretty long time, like 4 months for these books to come back. And when I've used PGX twice, I think I've got them back within like maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks. They're super fast, and I don't pay for any of their Fast Pass. I don't even think PGX has Fast Pass. But the main reason why I don't think I will use PGX until if they ever actually fix this problem is I hate their labels. They're, when you slab a book, I mean, yeah, you're slabbing it to, protect it, or some people slab it for resale purposes. I like to slab them for, displaying the artwork, and I hate these labels. these are the same labels that they had. I don't know offhand how long PGX has been around. I think they've been around since like 2006, 2007. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too sure, but uh, it's like the same label that CGC did when they first started out, with their two-tone, and then the baby blue over here, powder blue, and then I don't like all this information right where the grade is. I just like a plain, um, white with, black lettering, or even I liked CBCS's even old labels where they had the blue lettering. A lot of people didn't like those, but I didn't mind it. But yeah, and it's not that they have very inconsistent information. I would say CBCS is the best with how much information they put over on the lettering, and PGX is by far the worst. So this is one book I'm cracking open. I again think this looks a little bit better than the grade given, so hopefully, and these are all from the same batch, so maybe, I just got a guy on a bad day. But this is my X-Men 101, and for most people, they would know this to being the first appearance and the origin of Phoenix and the Black Tom Cassidy. And on here, yeah, that's not on there. So typically when people like buy this book, it's, they're buying it for the origin and first appearance of, Jean Grey as the Phoenix, not for co-stars revealed as the father of Cyclops and Havoc. And I read all my comics. I can't remember specifically if it happened in this one. I thought it happened in 102 or 103 maybe, but I could be wrong. Maybe that is right. I don't know, but that's the main thing. Is like I have other books where they don't, they'll say the first appearance of Daredevil and not have Matt Murdock on it, and I like that little bit more extra information. Or Deathstroke, Slade Wilson. I think when I had mine, and yeah, they just said, first appearance of Deathstroke. I mean, but that's pretty bad. Not even having like the very first appearance of the Phoenix. But so that's the main reason why I don't think I will use PGX unless they actually change their labels. I mean, I think CBCS has only been around since 14 or 13, and they've went through, I think, 3 label changes. And this is pretty much the same PGX from when they first started. Oh, what I will say is if you are searching for PGX books on eBay, try to find anything pre-2011. There'll be like a more bold black lettering for the grade, and typically those books, they were actually pretty consistent from what I've seen. Their grades that they given pre that date, they seem pretty on par with like CGC. I don't know what happened, once, the later date where they switch graders, but typically from what I've seen, the older PGX style books, they seem to be pretty consistent. I didn't send it into PGX myself, but I've cracked open 1 or 2 of those books and sent them in CGC, and they came back damn near the same grade, I think. But alright, I'm already almost at 25 minutes, so I'm going to cut my first video. Comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. If something that you guys enjoyed, maybe I'll do some more. I also do my own pressing, so if you guys want to see how I press my books, I do it for fairly cheap. I don't have one of those, really expensive dry presses, and it does work fairly well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, happy hunting, guys. Take care.